My One of my secrets is I do not show up as my most authentic self because I'm afraid of abandonment. Yeah.
My secret is I don't believe people when they say that they're proud of me because I'm never proud of myself.
Okay, so this is something I think about fairly often. I consider it one of maybe the worst things I've ever done. I was very young, about 13 years old, and I was snorkeling in Florida on a family vacation, and out on a coral reef, I found a gold ring, and I was very excited, 13-year-old boy. I snorkeled down, picked it up, and as I came to shore, I noticed a woman looking in the water for something, and when I went by her, she asked if I had found a ring, and I told her no, and walked away. I ended up pawning it for like $30 at that time, and as I've gotten older, I've reflected on that moment many times, and realized I had the opportunity to really make somebody's day, and instead I chose a very selfish path that actually didn't benefit me much in any way. And this is something I've pretty much held to myself. But I think about it almost weekly. And if I could go back and do one thing, it would be to give that woman her ring.
I live a very rigid life, and so to be a little rebellious, I often refuse to wear a seatbelt.
So I'm a hairstylist, and I secretly hate when people open their eyes and talk to me while I wash their hair. It's super creepy, and I have a bad angle, and it's just a really intimate head massage between two strangers, and worst case there will be open mouth and moaning, and it's just not fun. I want it to be over, but you want a longer massage, so you should close your eyes.
One of my first boyfriends in high school had this little studio outside of his house where he would go play video games, and we were hanging out there one afternoon, and I was really, really thirsty. I think I had like coughed or choked or something. I really needed something to drink, and there was this can of Coke on the table, and I had told him like, I really need something to drink. Do you have some water? And he said no, and I grabbed the can of Coke and I took a swig of it, and he said, but whatever you do, don't drink that can of Coke because I peed in it last night. And I was so embarrassed and scared that he was gonna find out that I drank his pee, so I immediately swallowed it and put it down, and I have never told anyone that.
When I was about 6, I shaved my eyebrows off because a girl at my school had nice thin eyebrows and I wanted them too. But I ended up shaving off my whole eyebrow, and I told my mom that my sister did it when I was sleeping, and my sister got her ass beat. My mom still thinks she did that to this day.
I told my whole family that I'm leaving for college in the fall. But really, I'm just going to go to Spain and live there for, I don't know how long, but for some unforeseeable amount of time.
My secret is I'm 30 years old and I've never had a boyfriend. I've never been in love with anyone besides unrequited love.
So in college, when I was in junior year, I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and by that time, I weighed over 300 pounds. I almost kill myself if I don't lose weight. And my grandpa, who changed the life of our whole family, passed away. And in the meanwhile, I prepare for applying for master. So all these 4 major events happen within 2 months. I felt so depressed, and I thought I cannot make it. It's like I was totally broken down. One thing I still remember that changed my mind is that in the future, after 5 years, will you really care about it? And the answer is not really. The only thing that I care about is that my grandpa, who passed away, and I don't have a chance to meet him. It is my biggest pity ever in my life. And then for all the other things, I can make it. Just give me some more time. And so I deal with everything one by one. And then now I'm like 160 pounds back to normal. And I applied for the master successfully, and I find a good job. I have a good boss who take care of my career path. Everything is fine. So now I have a positive end. The thing that matters is that how you treat your life. I don't want to mess up my life. I just want to, make everything come back to normal. And I know I can do it. Just believe yourself. And no matter what happens, trust your parents, trust your friends, and then you can make it. And that's my life. Thank you. Okay? Okay. Bye now.
Hey everyone, quick announcement. I decided to make a separate channel for my podcast. It's going to be linked in the description. The new channel is called Hey Stranger, which, as you know, is the name of my podcast. If you enjoy watching the video versions to my podcast, make sure to subscribe on there. That would mean a lot. I tried really hard not to make a second channel because I just didn't want a second channel, but it really made sense for the podcast to have its own channel because they're longer videos and I'm in them and I'm usually not in my videos on here, so I finally decided to make the new channel for it. I really hope you guys will consider subscribing on there. Again, it's linked in the description. And yeah, so for my main channel, I'm back to my regular schedule, which is I'll be uploading every Thursday on here, just like we used to. I'm back from my break. And for my podcast, I'll be uploading every other Tuesday. So basically every Thursday on here, and every other Tuesday I'll be posting my podcast episodes on the new channel